welcome back to the channel. So today we've got a Ja Morant my player build for 2K Next Gen. So obviously he's been playing amazing recently. He's just made his first All-Star team as a starter. So to celebrate that, we'll be making a Ja Morant build. So make sure he's a point guard. In terms of the height and weight, put him at 6'3", he's listed at 6'3", so I felt like that was the best height to go. His weight, put it at 174 pounds, it was just the best for the stats that I could get. And his wingspan, 7 foot, to push that driving dunk up as high as we can. So 7 foot wingspan's important. Body shape doesn't matter, and we'll go to the attributes. So for close shot, you want to put that to 61. And then for your driving layup, you want to push that all the way up to 89. So this just unlocks a few badges gold. So Fearless Finisher gold, Giant Slayer gold, and Acrobat gold. They might be some ones that you would want, particularly Giant Slayer and Fearless Finisher. In terms of driving dunk, we want to put that to 92. So that's the minimum driving dunk you need for the elite contact dunks. So that's the ones that we want, because obviously he's a slasher first, although he's become a very good shooter. So just off the bat there, we've got 24 finishing badges, so that's all we'll need for finishing. In terms of shooting, we want to put his mid-range all the way up to 87, so that's the max, and your 3-point shot all the way up to 84. So that just gives you some great badges like Gold Catch and Shoot, Green Machine, Hot Zone Hunter, Limitless Spot Up. You do miss out on Gold Chef if you do like that. You're one below that. But you may want to drop Wingspan 1, but I didn't think it was necessary for the Ja Morant build. He doesn't do a lot of Steph Curry sort of pull-up shots from everywhere off the dribble. A lot of it is set shots. And you miss out on Deadeye. I'm not sure if people want that gold. I think Silver's good enough for Deadeye. But in terms of free throw, just pop that up to 82, and that will be your finishing stats done. Your shooting stats done, sorry. For the 28 badges. Now onto playmaking, we want to put pass accuracy up to 86. So that's just a good, he doesn't average a whole heap of assists. I think it might be around 7 from memory. So 86 is good enough. In terms of your ball handle, 87 is the max, so put that up to 87. That just unlocks the triple threat Duke, but mainly unpluckable gold is the one that you want. And then speed with ball, we want to put that up to 90, so that's one below the max, so you don't lose the extra badge point for putting it down to 89. 90 is the minimum you need for the 31 badges for playmaking. So that will be the playmaking layout. In terms of defending, you just want to pop perimeter defense to the max, which is 86, and then steal to 86 as well. So that will just get you the gold pickpocket and things like that, and menace and clamps for the 18 defensive badges in total. So I think that's the best layout for a guard. In terms of physicals, now this is the one probably area that in order to get the other attributes you do have to cut a bit on. But speed and acceleration on 2K is only really important for getting out the back on fast breaks. It's only really a straight line running that this affects. And when you get out the back on fast breaks, generally you're already out far enough that they won't be able to catch you. Particularly when you receive the ball, you've got the 90 speed with ball that will boost your speed, and plus the downhill if you have that on as well. So obviously he's quicker than that, but 85 acceleration and 84 speed will be good enough on 2K. And for your vertical, you want to pop that up to 85. That just means that you can unlock the small contact dunks as well as the elites and pro, because small contact dunk does need an 85 vertical as a minimum, as well as an 86 driving dunk, but we've already got that with the 92. So if you don't care about the small contact dunks, you can drop the vertical down to 80. That's the minimum you need for the elite. But if you want both packages, put it up to 85. In terms of stamina, just put the rest on stamina for a 90 stamina. And that's the build. So in total, we have 24 finishing, 28 shooting, 31 playmaking, and 18 defensive badges for 101 total badges. Yes, that's 101 total badges for this point guard Ja Morant build. So we'll move on to the takeovers. So obviously he's a slasher. we want to really prioritize slashing. Obviously you can change that to your own preference, but for Ja Morant, I think finishing moves and easy blow-bys best represent Ja. You know, when he gets a full head of steam up, he's very hard to stay in front of, which is for the easy blow-bys. And obviously, I mean, he's trying to dunk on everyone these days. He's just trying to dunk on everybody. So finishing moves as his primary takeover makes the most sense. So that's the build. So you've built a two-way threat, shades of Muhammad Abdul-Rauf and Darius Garland, De'Aaron Fox. Which, you know, they're pretty good comparisons, but I'd say it's a lot like Ja Morant right now. So we'll go to the badges. So for finishing, we definitely want Giant Slayer and Posterizer gold, Slithery Finisher at least gold, Limitless Takeoff at least gold, and probably Fearless Finisher as well, at least gold. So they're the 5 badges you really want for this build. And then you've got one left over, which you could probably put on anything you like. Unstrippable might be a good thing, or Lob City. You could even drop Fearless Finisher down to get some more badge points. So it's up to you. I would put it on just unstrippable. You don't see a lot of people throwing lobs to guards unless you play Park. If you play Park, obviously it might be a good one to have, that Lob City finisher. But that would be the finishing badges I would go for. Now onto the shooting. So he's become a really good shooter. I think he's shooting over 40% from 3 this season, which is a lot better than what he used to for his first 2 years. So we want things like Deadeye as high as we can. Green Machine will be a great one. Lucky 7 will be great. When you get out the back on fast breaks, you can pull up for 3s. Hot Zone Hunter we want. Catch and Shoot. We want Volume Shooter because obviously he's the main man for Memphis. He's going to take the majority of the shots, so we want that boost as the game progresses. Sniper at least gold, it's just a great badge. Limitless Spotter. Corner Specialist if you like. Chef, obviously we still want that because he can still hit off the dribble. Then you get a few more left over. You might want to put like Clutch Shooter, obviously he's a real clutch player. And then for the last one, you just might want to upgrade something or just put something else off. Slithery off ball is pretty handy. Just so you don't get bumped by people. So that might be the layout you want to go with. Now for playmaking, obviously he's really fast, so we want things like downhill, handles for days, tight handles to help break down players, quick first step. He's still a great passer, so we want needle threader and dimer. Glue hands is just a handy badge to have. Stop and go and unpluckable at least silver. Stop and go is really handy, particularly if you like if you still like doing the snatchbacks. It can be really handy to maintain speed having stop and go, because they can still work sometimes if you've got sort of an average defender on you. This can be a really easy way to get open. And then other things we are really good, stuff like hyperdrive, floor general, bullet passer, quick chain. They'd be the ones to look out for Ja. But you've got 31 to play with, so you should be able to find a mix for you that works really well. In terms of defending, we just want to put Menace, Pickpocket and Clamps gold. And then for the last couple, we probably want Pick Dodger at least silver, and then Interceptor, just to help with pass lanes. Obviously if you wanted something like Tireless Defender, which can be handy to have, so you don't consume as much energy, I'd probably drop Menace, and then put your Tireless Defender on, and then you've got one extra badge to upgrade Interceptor. So that would be a good layout to have for Ja Morant's defensive badges. So that was the Ja Morant build. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a really great day.